I have a lot of credit cards in my pocket. I have a lot of fintech apps on my phone. But the reality is, even being in crypto for such a long time, I don't use crypto apps to buy pizza, to buy my Blue Bottle coffee, to pay for Grab, or to do the daily things that I need to do. And I think part of the reason is that our current fintech apps, most of you guys, most of you are crypto natives, you have crypto apps on your phone. I could almost bet most of us are not using crypto for day-to-day payments. Said, Star, I pose a question to you today. You've been in the industry, you're a pioneer. You've seen crypto payments evolve, and you've seen many companies try to attempt to compete with traditional fintech companies. Can you give us a little summary of your vision for how you think crypto can actually become part of our daily lives in terms of payments?
I think in this whole crypto industry, one of the biggest achievements first is Bitcoin. We make Bitcoin become the most success globalized asset. The market cap is bigger than the ETF market cap, bigger than gold. The second biggest achievement, which is actually stablecoin. Today, we can see more than $300 billion on-chain stablecoins, and I believe the market cap will grow to more than $1 trillion in the next 1 to 2 years. The payment, before internet, in the human society, 1,000 years history, payment is always peer-to-peer. It used to be a gold coin or a silver. You put your money on your home, you give the money to the merchant. Your money, your control. But in the recent so many years, in this digital era, our money is held by financial institutions. But some financial institutions, when they bankrupt, we can only get an insurance back. That is not good. I think crypto, blockchain, and the stablecoin give us an opportunity. Make sure the payment is still back to the organic way, which is peer-to-peer. At the same time, it's cheap and efficiency. If you look at it, talk about credit card, if you stay in a single country, the credit card fee is very cheap. But when you cross border, you actually will receive 1%, 2%, even 3% payment fee. So I think stablecoin is peer-to-peer. It's also globalized. It definitely will be the infrastructure of the future payment. Also, when we talk about stablecoin, peer-to-peer, it doesn't mean unsafe or non-compliant. Today, there are a lot of new technology, like a multi-sig, abstract account, can make your wallet as safe as your bank account. There are a lot of on-chain monitoring tools can make a crypto company do more efficient anti-money laundering job than traditional banks. So I do believe stablecoin payment will go to our life quickly next couple of years.
Now, and I'm very excited because today we just announced the launch of OKX Pay in Singapore. We work very closely with our friends at Grab. So we work very closely with our friends at StraightSax to bring this to the users in Singapore. So the next time you're in Singapore, Haider, you can go and buy a burger with your stablecoin in your OKX Pay app, within the OKX app. And it combines stablecoin, it combines self-custody, it combines a compliance layer, multi-sig, and all of these good things, and yet it integrates so seamlessly into the OKX app, and it's meant to integrate so seamlessly into how we live our everyday lives, how we pay for a burger, how we buy a coffee at Blue Bottle.
Thank you, Gracie. So tell me this. I have the OKX Pay app. Let's explain it to people here. What happens when you go to a store today where you're able to use OKX Pay? How does it work?
Let's take a GrabPay merchant. So you go to a GrabPay merchant, you see that, you go to a merchant store, and then you see this QR code there. And if you see GrabPay there, what you do is you open your OKX Pay app. You just pay seamlessly with your stablecoin, USDC, USDT, and that's it. And we talked about cross-border payments. You use your stablecoin in Singapore, and the fee is very, very different from using a credit card. So then hopefully one day you won't need your credit card anymore, and you can just use your OKX Pay app.
Well, one other thing that I experience traveling around the world is, whether you go to Europe or you come to Asia, is if you're using your traditional credit card or bank card, the choice that you get at the terminal is, do you want the transaction to be paid? In my case, how does it work when I use this app? Do I have to make those same choices?
Well, you don't, because you can just use the stablecoin, the US dollar stablecoin, right? And it's no different as using that back home as well. So that's the beauty of it. Even if they're not Web3 ready, it doesn't matter. Something happens in the back end and they get paid in the currency, in the fiat. We talk about how innovation is really only going to get adopted if it doesn't require too much of a behavioral change from the customer side. And that's why we designed this with a customer, how a customer will go about his daily life in mind, and we wanted to make sure it's as non-intrusive as possible. And actually, I mean, we're the first such solution of its kind in Singapore, the first scan-to-pay stablecoin-powered crypto payment service solution, and we are also the first OKX onshore market to have this. So I think it speaks a lot to how important Singapore is to OKX as a strategic market.
Can you explain in very basic words why you think on-chain payments is the future?
Okay, I think actually from today to next couple of months, we will start this from Singapore market. So our Singapore user, first, if they store their money here as a stablecoin, USDG, they will receive 4% APY. If they pay through most, I think 80% of Singapore merchants support the Pay Now QR code, they can get 3 to 4% rebate. We will issue a debit card, co-brand with McLaren, right? Yeah, and our customer can use this debit card, pay in Singapore, even global. We will extend this business to more and more markets as soon as possible. Next market will be Brazil, Europe, US. Yeah. Hope for years later, you can use stablecoin and an OKX app and a wallet, travel global freely. You can receive yield APY higher than a lot of banks. You can also receive the great rebate from every single transaction.
That's great, Star, because in my account in the US, I don't get any yield. And if I lock my money in a CD, maybe, just maybe, I will get 4%. So that means if I put my money in a CD, I cannot really do anything with it. What you're saying is, your vision is, people convert their money to a stable coin, it sits on OKX Pay, and it automatically generates the yield. They don't even really need to do anything.
Yeah, I think especially after United States create a new law, Genius Act, I think receive yield for your asset will be a basic human right. Nobody should steal our yields.
It's very true. I like that line. So today, we support a few stable coins. As you know, Star and folks here, there are new stable coins being issued almost every other week. How will you think about stablecoin support on OKX Pay?
Yeah, I think OKX, we are not a stablecoin issuer, but we try to become a liquidity center to all of the stablecoins. This is why we start a USDS strategy. Today, actually, you can use USDG, USDC, Ripple, and PYUSD soon, trade and pay in OKX app. Sam.
Star, last question for you. As you know, the ecosystem is full of crypto payment apps. Most of them are custodial services. Maybe there's one that's purely self-custody. You designed this product in a more unique way. I want to understand your vision. I want you to explain your vision for why you chose the format you did for OKX Pay, which is self-custody in nature, but it's a little more practical. Please tell us about it.
Yeah, you know, if the crypto stablecoin payment want to walk into mass retail people's daily life, you know, we have to apply license globally. We have to work with global regulators. So today, self-custody is still a very challenging topic to the regulators. But we also believe self-custody is very important It's people's right. Nobody should move my money without my permission. So we create a hybrid way. It's like a 2-of-2 multi-sig. Yeah, you should onboard to OKX, pass our due diligence, accept our compliance control. Second, you hold another key without the customer's permission. We can't move customers' funds. Also, we build this infrastructure based on our level 2 chain, X-Layer. So X-Layer will become the infrastructure to OKX Pay to ensure the money is self-custody, to ensure these transactions is satisfy regulatory requirements. Also, make sure all of the payment is global peer-to-peer. The price, the cost is same, the efficiency is high.